broken the access code to this game. A game in which your destiny depends upon your own decisions, and where the ultimate weapon is your mind.
Thalass Gaming.
Imagine, that'd be crazy.
Robin's a full demon. Just like horns, tail, like spiked tail, forked tongue.
A succubus.
Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just out of the book succubus. And Doc's like, that bitch. But whenever someone brings it up, he's like, what do you mean?
Full demon succubus. That's the title of my first chapter.
Oh, Robin, the full demon succubus.
I'm writing a new book, okay?
This is my autoerotic biography.
We've got tissues.
I'm scared what they're for.
Issues.
Are we actually live? Once again,
Yeah.
that was just a carpet pull of we're live.
We're live. We're here. We're doing it.
You're now? Should I do it?
Yeah.
Roger, give me
A beat.
give me the right music for whatever I'm about to do.
Oh, wait, are you guys using the thing?
God damn it, Connor.
I'm not using the thing. Nobody mentioned the thing. It doesn't matter.
He put
Keep
it
going.
in the
Keep
thing.
going.
I don't.
Where? I didn't
Anything
see.
Helmdar. The forest full of monkeys of doom.
Oh god.
You stand over their still warm corpses in a forest on the way to the ruins of Armistead. You look to your hands covered in blood, your friends being kidnapped. What the fuck were these monkeys? Where
I
did
don't
they
hear
come
monkeys.
from? Why were they saying Helmdar?
Oh,
Monkey, monkey.
Why were they saying monkey? Oh, it's getting worse. I gotta build. Fuck. But your concerns leave you. As the battle's over, and we're in the forest en route to the ruins of Armistead. Fuck.
Crows are attacking.
A crow lands on one of the carcasses of the monkeys and starts pecking at the soft flesh.
What does the crow say?
That
Nevermore. Nevermore.
Don't Billy.
goes. You guys mind?
You casing the joint?
Yeah, the crow asks you. But yeah, the combat is over. You're in the forest, maybe a day's journey in.
Oh,
It's really a crow forward soundtrack there.
it is. Counting crows.
Yeah.
I was gonna try a song, but I don't know what a Counting Crows song is.
I can't find it.
Oh shit, I can't either. Just pay. This isn't a Clown and Crow stream. Go somewhere else for that.
It could be.
It could be.
You don't know Mr. Jones?
Is that Counting Crows? My
Yeah.
problem was not knowing any band name.
Accidentally in Love. Oh, for the star of the Shrek 2 soundtrack. That was a good song. Chat is helpful. Not our chat, Kirby's chat.
That's not my chat. They're not helpful.
You guys are in the forest. Let me bring it back.
Thank you. Where?
The forest.
How much farther do we have to go?
If I had to guess, I'd say. Can I figure it out? Can I think about it? Do I
You
know?
can
I thought you
try.
were gonna guess.
I'm getting ready to. See how good of a guesser I am. What can I
Are
roll?
you
for
gonna
guess?
try to hypothesize this?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say navigation, but that was that Star Wars game.
Survival.
Wasn't there like a intelligence? This is more mappy than survival. Is that crazy?
Roll map.
I don't like any of these checks though.
Nature.
So,
You can just do straight in.
Survival, fuck it, guys. Survival. I'm doing what you want.
I want int, but okay.
Well, tell your team.
4.
The Baker's cousins wanted survival.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say we're probably almost there. Maybe a few hundred more feet.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
Oh well. I mean, let's get going then.
Yeah. You lead the way, Doc. You know where you're going.
Which,
Let me do just the quickest refresher. Your previous attempt at navigation, step 1 was throw a metal rod or something?
No, that was step 2.
Sorry. Step 2 was throw a metal rod at someone's
And it
face.
hit me. No, you didn't hit.
Step 1, no one
hit
even
an acorn.
remembers.
Yeah. Oh, ball bearing, but yeah. It's like
Tomato,
an acorn, but
tomato.
yeah.
Like if an acorn was made of hardened steel.
Yes.
Um,
And
you
then
have a
we
general idea. Remember, you were going to keep the mountains east of you.
shot a
I
meat
believe-
balloon. That was step 3,
Yeah.
and then the monkeys came. We don't really know where we're going. Is
Mountains east of you was your best.
Doc? I don't think that's the way. What does anyone know how to navigate through the forest?
I haven't moved. What do you mean?
Well, I can
Just
see which way
stand
you're
here.
looking.
Well, I think your intentions may lead us in the wrong direction, is what Vic's trying to get at.
Yeah,
Look,
your eyes were flirting with
Let
wrong
me
way.
take a
The
survey of the land.
Look, guys, I got this. The mountains are there, so we need to go that way. Look, mountain,
Yep.
ruin.
I would like to see if I can verify Doc's line of thinking in this navigational challenge.
I mean, that's not that hard. Yeah. You wanted to roll.
18.
You rolled. I didn't even ask.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Feel free. If I don't ask for a roll and you guys
Okay.
want, go ahead and just throw it in.
Yeah, I got an 18 on survival.
Can I roll cake?
I'm a cool hit. Yeah.
Okay, please.
Like I said, don't ask, just roll. And you do have to keep the roll if you roll.
I'm down with
And
it.
you'll get uninspired if you don't RP to the roll.
Guidance.
Just constantly guiding out of fear.
Yeah. Please just focus.
It's not that hard to keep the mountains on your right, which I believe is what Doc was miming. Unless this camera's mirrored.
My right.
Stage
All
right.
right, comrade.
Left.
Well, Ivan, why haven't you guided us this entire time? I've been throwing ball bearings and shooting meat balloons and just on good faith for most of the part. And
Is that what
What?
these are?
There are there are many aspects of navigation I don't understand, and there may be some nuances you're familiar with that I'm not.
I'm not familiar with it.
If ball bearings is the way to navigate a forest, I'm willing to learn.
It's not.
Well, I've learned that.
We learned it at the same time.
I'm sorry, what did I get with my 18?
I don't
Yes.
know, man.
Perfect.
Yes.
You got a yes.
Yeah.
Before we head out, I just want to give these monkeys a once-over. See if there's
Are they
anything
even-
useful.
Are
Hound
they
down
natural?
loot.
They're weird.
I don't think that is appropriate. You could go to jail for that.
The Helmdar monkeys are known not to carry much.
Yeah, I'd like to take a closer medicinal inspection of a body.
You can watch me cut some
Yeah.
heads off.
Yeah, I'll help.
Heads or hands? Did you say
That's
heads
what I
or
had.
hands?
I had that written in my
Hands.
prep. Medicinal inspection of the Eldar monkeys. Let me reference my notes. Go ahead and roll it.
3 hours of prep. You didn't catch that one?
I didn't prep the medicinal check of the Helmdar monkey corpses.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay. Dear ChatGPT,
Knowing us.
what's on the medicinal check?
16.
16.
Is there anything
I got
out of
it.
ordinary
I got
for a
it.
monkey?
I got it. Easy. First, you step on my toes with the roll. Now you're stepping on my toes like I didn't prepare for the
I'm
Helmdar
sorry.
monkey medicine check. Okay? You've been down to the monkeys, and if we recall from the image I sent, these guys had real lanky arms that were like whip-like appendages. But you do see the 16 they look a little more distressed. No froth like rabid or something like that, where you'd kind of expect a frothy.
Careful.
Saliva.
That's it. Frothy mouth regions. When I was in my head, that's what came to the forefront. But maybe a little the matted fur and yeah, 16. They seem a little you being a monkey expert know that monkeys do groom the youth. And that's why we had to keep them away from our elementary schools. and also each other with sticks and preliminary tools. Preliminary, not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. The other pre-word.
Mhm.
Primitive.
Primitive. It's a PRI. That's what tricked me. Roger knows
tricky.
what I'm talking about. This guy.
Hey,
Speak monkey.
This guy gets it. Inspiration.
inspiration to the guy.
Inspiration to the guy.
I'll take it. DM said it, so it's real. True.
Yeah. That's that. Ask me other questions.
How are the
Are
intestines?
there any?
You've already
Oh,
taken
God.
it. We addressed that last session.
Cool.
Thank
Good.
you.
How,
Are
Tor?
there any useful crafting
Yes.
materials that I can pull off of these guys? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You're trying to pull off these guys. Whoa. Did you already roll survival? You did.
No.
You did for navigation, and if you can't roll the same check twice, that's a rule. So we're gonna use that survival roll. It's gonna carry over.
Okay.
If you really wanted to get into these guys' arms, you could get some really long ligaments. But it would be people were off-put by the intestine gathering. If you start dissecting these arms and pulling out ligaments,
Nobody was off.
everyone was put
I
off
was
by
off.
the.
I was off put.
I was also off put.
I don't think so. That's
Could
not
they
how
be
I
used
interpreted it.
for like
I think that is
potions and shit?
someone smarter than me to look up gaslighting.
Maybe.
Look it up.
Is that what the
Like
intestines are for?
In your
I don't
brain,
think I have a book on that.
like with your
He's
thoughts.
got one book. Oh, he's got 2 books.
I meant look it up.
I
with
have
your
3
thoughts.
books.
He's got 3 books.
Yeah, nothing about gas in these.
If you're looking for scriptures on light, I could provide you with a few.
Do you have scriptures? Can I put them in my arm?
You
I
can really
don't
ask
think
with
at the
that.
moment. I don't have. I left them back all to Bastion.
Oh.
Remind me when you get back, and maybe we can stuff them into your whole pocket.
No thanks. I think we should go.
There's a thought.
I have a question. How many?
Prolonged eye contact. No thanks.
How many pages constitutes a book? So, like, how many pages do we need to write on in order to stuff into your arm?
Well, I don't think it needs to be books. I think it just needs to be info.
Like a grocery list.
Literally
be handy.
anything. Knowledge. I mean, some libraries just have, like, 1 leaf of scripture. And,
Well, I could
Yeah.
get some leaves. If,
oh, no. Well, not leaves like that. Like,
Oh.
1 piece of paper.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, figured.
Oh.
You done with the monkeys, Doc?
Huh? Yeah.
All right.
What?
You're getting all. You're what? You getting their hands?
I've not touched one of these monkeys.
Oh, you just asked about that.
I saw you
Alright.
touching a monkey.
Well, we should probably get out of here before more come.
Probably a wise choice.
They are known to hunt in multiple packs.
That way.
And they'll march in
Monkey's
single
right.
file to hide their numbers.
Did you
Mountain's
hold up
right.
2 hands? Squeak? When you said that way?
We've got a roll.
Mountain's right.
They're known to hunt in multiple packs for sure.
So as you guys carry on that way, how much food are you guys carrying?
I have candy.
So we have calories.
Mhm.
We have
Do we
calories.
have?
I got no
I
pants.
think
bro.
I have some rations.
I got 10 days of rations.
I have another 10 or 13 actually. That's fun.
I
You
have
guys
9.
have rations?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I
You're
would
just
too.
making fucking shit balloons and
Where's my inventory?
yeah, I got ration. I got 10 days of rations.
So it's gonna take you guys about that long
God dang it.
trekking through the forest.
Do you know how to hunt
Keeping-
anything?
The mountains on your right.
I thought you hunt.
I don't hunt.
You've never hunted?
Never in my life. No.
How many
No.
days of rations?
Let's call it 10.
10 days.
Uh-oh.
I will be 1 day short.
I'll be 2.
I
2
can
days short.
I can maybe teach you how to hunt. You have a good
Teach me how
shot,
to
right?
hunt.
I never really.
Yeah, I got a good shot, but I've never. I mean, it's just. I guess hunting is just like shooting an animal as opposed to a person.
You think an animal
I
I
have
kill
done.
with
pretty much it.
arcane or divine powers would be okay to eat?
It might even cook
It's
it
up to
too.
you.
So that's actually 2
Divine
birds with
power,
one
I
stone.
guess.
Radiant damages are reversed here.
Perfect.
The sous vide.
Yeah, stew vide that fucking crow.
You never have the most tender feeling in your life.
He's just been, what's it, spirit guardian to death. Like, now we eat it.
I'm gonna go mow the lawn, kids.
Yeah, so you guys do this. It's like a 10-day trek. You'll have to either
Couple
hunt something
hundred
for
feet,
those.
man.
Yeah, could we hunt on the way? Because we're gonna need rations for
sure.
a couple people.
Somebody roll a
who's
hunt
short?
check,
Who's short?
survival.
With guidance?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can help.
Keep my
Wow.
rations.
Hey, I mean, you're gonna teach me, Elias. Why don't
Yeah.
you take the lead here?
Well, I was never good at the hunting bit, but I was good at the
If you can find him, I'll shoot that thing.
I can try and find them. Yeah, I was good at getting close.
Shoot that thing.
Just the follow through was never really good.
I'm all follow through. No plan.
Alrighty.
I'm all follow through, baby.
Well, let's just. Do you know how to wait? Are you good at waiting? Hunting is a patient game. I'm just asking. So I don't need you to get angry and then spook off a creature. You know?
I honestly have never been angry. I don't think ever. Let's get that out of the way. And I can wait. Yeah,
You sound angry now.
that's just my tone of voice.
Roll it.
Alrighty.
Roll it. Is it rolled?
Kirby, you're rolling, right?
The deer runs off.
With the guidance.
Which means you get advantage.
With guidance.
You have a plus
Niner.
1. I have a +2.
Plus.
You guys are out in the woods, and Elias, you find a deer. You point it to Vic, and then he's like, he tests his patience for just too long, and the deer picks up your scent and it runs away.
Ugh. People are way easier than deer.
So much easier because you can talk shit to him the whole time you're killing him.
Yeah, you could just be like, "Hey!"
Yeah.
And they shit themselves, and then they're
Like, are
startled
you
for a
gonna
second.
run?
Yeah. Deer
So
don't care.
you
They
guys-
run either
you
way.
guys are hungry.
You guys can split some of
Failed.
my rations.
I have a hunting trap I can set up.
Ivan, it wasn't a joke.
I know, I'm just.
Oh, I get it now. I was like, I don't know what we're laughing at.
I forgot. I have a spell.
Oh, can you just like make food?
Yeah, I can once we wake up in a day, I can just create food and water and create
Last
45
night-
pounds of food.
Last night, as you guys were like,
We come
oh,
back.
I guess we'll split
God,
these
I'm
rations and
starving.
share. And like everyone's eating their tiny bit of stale bread. The next morning, Ivan wakes up and he's like, "Fuck me."
Making steak and eggs, mimosas.
What in the
Ivan, what
actual?
the hell?
Come on, buddy. Like,
Well, it builds character, honestly.
My rations have been in my pack for I don't even know how long.
Use them before they expire.
Do they?
What? I guess eat them
You know what
at
doesn't
the freshest
expire?
they're going to be.
So this is like day 9 of 10 where he finally realizes he has to create food and water. You guys have been eating hard jerky and like the densest bread.
I've just been eating my candy.
You eat anything of substance?
I used to, till it started tasting like shit.
What did he mean, Rodner?
Substance.
Yeah, that's the word.
Second inspiration.
I
They
know what
don't
he meant.
stack. It actually gets for your first. That's crazy. Use it or lose it.
You just run on candies.
Well, ever since this thing is kind of like taken over, my body is just like doesn't need as much. I do get hungry,
Battery
I'm not gonna lie,
critical.
but it's like I don't need as much throughout the day.
So you can just
So the
get hungry
candy
like
helps.
all day instead of eating like a nice big lamb chop. You're like, I'll just take a little caramel.
Charging battery.
Yeah, pretty much.
But does your body still want to eat?
Yeah,
I think he's trying to ask, like, do you still
I still eat. It's just hard
poo
for me. so-
regularly?
Do I poop?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no, I'm
poop.
trying to ask.
Oh, is that what you're
Does
trying
the
to-
corruption cross the butthole or does the butthole original?
No.
Half corporeal, half incorporeal.
It's
So-
just it's hard to keep down. So
Doc is taking notes.
the smaller bites I could take, the better. Cover it up with some candy is the best thing to do, but that's just how I am now.
Do you like candy?
Love it. Tastes
well,
the
that's-
best.
That's not so bad.
Did you like it before your transformation?
I was a kid, of course I liked candy.
Fair question.
When did
How-
that happen? When did this whole thing happen?
Yeah.
I was a young kid. I was probably around 8 or 9.
How long was that ago?
And you
Mm.
are how old?
3,000 years
Oh
ago.
wait, I have my age there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
400 years ago. I'm 25 now, so you do the math.
30 something.
No one can do that math.
Something like that.
It's like 28, 25 plus 9.
When you just type the wrong side in your math homework.
I know there's a 7 in it.
No, we don't talk about that.
But
We can, you can.
But that wasn't like a choice you made at 8 or 9, right? That was like a
it like happened to me. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
choose
right.
to
They're
be
looking
half
for these
demon
script flyers
and
so
hungry all the
good.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I wear these. And I kind of just like toss my clothes around. They're super flowy. And I kind of roll up my sleeve, and you kind of see that it's like on the pretty malnourished, his body. But the demon side is very much not.
That's good.
So like it's half demon, half Victorian boy.
Pretty much.
I just imagine that tall, lanky one from Kids Next Door, from like the evil kids.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
Something down the
I
block.
love that show.
Right? What were they
I was
called?
thinking the
Oh.
skeleton.
The something children from down the lane.
Chat, help us out.
I don't know.
Someone will do it.
So this journey you guys take.
Hold on, DM. Speaking of traumatic events,
This is
Delightful children from
a
down the
nighttime
lane.
campfire
Thank
talk,
you.
right? This
no,
is
we finally got a good meal. Now we're actually taking time to eat it. August, you mentioned, I think this was a long time ago, some sort of a warehouse fire. I've been meaning to ask you about that. Not only mean to pry, but
No, of course. Well, my wife was a muralist.
A what?
A muralist. She painted.
Ah, I
Huge,
got
It's a
large-
subset of
large
Christianity.
And she was she got hired to paint this gorgeous mural on the side of this warehouse, and my daughter was with her. She loved watching the colors in the picture sort of appear in front of her throughout the day, and I was out working, doing my tarot readings for people who had the money. I mean, we had to survive. It just so happened that this warehouse had some contraband, and there was an attack, a fire, and an explosion, and I lost the both of them.
These eggs are good.
I'm sorry to hear that,
Sorry,
August.
I'm working my way to find out who attacked and who had the contraband there, and have my way with whoever's responsible.
Do you remember where the warehouse was?
I believe Wharftown.
Yeah, in Wolftown.
Go to.
you got any leads?
Not quite. I've spent the last 3 or 4 years kind of changing my face, making my way through the different criminal organizations of the area to see if I can find anything, and it looks like it's higher than anything in the city, so the more I can explore, the more I can learn, the faster I find the person responsible. Or those responsible. Because whether it was malicious or not, it cost me everything. And if it's a person in charge, a person with money, a person with power, they need to know that their choices have consequences just as much as any one of us. And they will learn.
Well, I, for one, am excited for our little Revenge World Tour we got cooking up here.
Likewise. But Ivan, thank you again for this food. It's delicious. Don't mean to bring down the ceremonious display of culinary beauty that we have before us.
Well, to be honest, it's more a matter of the divine than me. I have no skill, merely the channel.
Praise Nathaniel. This shit is delicious.
You should start coming to church, Vic. I'd like to see you in the sermon mornings.
I don't really
Talk
I'm not
about
really one for
Nathaniel.
your gatherings of
Many stories to tell you.
yeah, I don't do too much of the whole like group.
Well, it's a work in progress. It's something to warm up to. But We can talk about it when we return.
Yeah, and when
No,
we
I think
return,
we should-
I mean, if you guys need flowers or mushrooms or something, I got a fellow that will go pick some up.
I appreciate the invitation.
Great.
We'll keep it in mind.
Perfect.
Long day ahead of us. I think we should hit the road.
So with full tummies,
Full tum-tums.
you keep heading north, and the mountains that you've been keeping on the right have grown from decorations on the horizon to towering features in the landscape. You haven't been going directly at them, but you have been getting closer as the mountains kind of cut in towards the west. As you kind of crest a hill, nestled in to the edge of the mountain range into the foothills, you see broken stone towers, crumbling masonry. This is the ruins of Armistead. From looking at now, it looks even bigger than the city you guys saw on the way here of New Armistead. You see the bases of what you think were probably soaring towers. The remnants of a very high, maybe 100-foot wall. Crumbling in many parts. On the eastern side, a giant, like, Helm's Deep style explosion of the wall, a breach in the exterior walls. Somebody, or whoever's there, please do some perceptions.
I'll do it. I guess this is as good a chance as any. I'm gonna take out the lantern of tracking undead that I got in like this second session, and I'm gonna light it. This says this hooded lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 pint. While the lantern is within 300 feet of any creature of the undead type, its flame turns bright green.
I'll give
It's
him
green.
guidance for his roll.
I have extra oil too, so if we need to light that bad boy back up, we can.
It's green faintly, which means it's probably on the edges of this range.
15 on perception.
15. As you're approaching the walls, above the western side, by the breach, you see thin wisps of a light gray, white smoke. Probably similar to small to medium-sized campfire, something like that.
It
Maybe
looks
a few
like
of them.
maybe someone's been here before. At least recently.
Well, this wall's pretty high, but I mean, I got pitons and I can set this bad boy up if we need to go over.
As you guys got to the walls, the green shine in the lantern basically becomes very steady and bright.
Alright, so either that is smoke, or maybe it's an apparition of some sort. This lantern here, it glows brighter when in the presence of the undead.
Oh. Like, nice undead, right? Friendly times.
The lantern of nice undead.
It could go either way for us. But I'm gonna try and sneak a peek around the wall.
Drawing my
You guys are
sword.
kind of approaching from the south, so around the wall it's not really peekable as much as you guys could have to make a choice in terms of going somewhere. It's a huge city, and you guys are on the exterior kind of wall of it.
Did you say that there was a spot in which the excuse me?
Yeah, on the
The-
eastern
the
side
walls-
by the mountains, there was a huge breach. Looks like some kind of explosion or massive spell,
How tall is the wall?
about 100 feet. It used to
Goddamn.
be crumbling 15 to 20 feet on the tops.
Well, I have 50
Probably
feet of
about
rope. I mean,
30 feet thick as well.
Yeah, we could climb it, but fucking, there's already a hole. Why not?
well, that's what the spirits would expect from us.
I'm not sure if they would
Look,
expect anything.
I'm
is
not
a
a
spirit
spirit
trap.
expert, but I don't think they expect anything.
We'll expect the unexpected.
Boom.
Which means they'd probably expect us to come climbing
Bars.
over the walls. Which means walking
Yeah.
directly through that large hole is probably our safest option.
Now,
I'm
do
with
have a
you,
point.
Ivan.
Actually, now I'm on board.
Good. Best course of
Okay.
action. Vic, lead the way.
All right. I'm gonna draw out my long sword. And
Be ready.
Siddle,
I'm gonna sidle up next
Hey.
to August.
Be ready.
be ready.
Yeah, I was lagging for a bit, or everybody was. I'm ready.
All right. Good.
Hey, August.
Yes.
At some point, I'd like to talk to you in private.
Absolutely. Everything all right?
Yeah, I just got. We'll worry about it later.
All right.
He's one of those guys. Ew.
You just foreplay conversation.
We need to talk later.
Yeah.
My wife used to do the same thing.
It's about her.
Well, now you have everybody's attention.
Doc, do you think that there might be a more opportune time?
Am I putting my sword away, or are we going?
To be fair, he tried to give us a more opportune time.
That is true.
I said later.
It's-
I might have. Just don't worry about it right now. But at some point, it's important.
All right, so were you guys going over? Sorry. it was-
well, hold
We're
on.
going
We're
through.
not
I
sure
think
yet.
we're going through the hole.
The walls
Okay,
were.
you're going around
We're going around.
to the
We're
whole.
going to the
side.
spell
hole.
hole.
Yeah,
We're-
wrap around.
Wait, we're going to the hole. Yeah.
Wrap around to the hole.
All right. Who's leading the way?
Vic.
Vic,
I will lead beside him, slightly staggered.
co-leaders.
Definitely second in command, not leader. I'll take the Alfred spot.
I'll be.
You
second
guys
command.
do
Fuck
not
it.
want me in command.
Fuck it, I'll be
I'm
in
not.
command.
I'm not leading.
Make,
All right, Siddle.
make perceptions
I've never been there. I'm not afraid.
as you guys are going around.
Perception.
terrible.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
All right.
21.
Perceiving. Not you, CeeLo. You're not a member of this. 22. Goddamn.
I thought I was
You are the
leading.
leader.
Yeah.
Maybe he is leading.
What?
20, 21, 22.
All right.
Ivan was on the
sequential
fence
good
about being
rolls.
number 2, and Vic didn't want number 1, so number 1 was up for grabs. So, if
So
nobody
Ivan
opposes,
got elbowed.
Oh hell! All right, Siddle, go.
God damn, Siddle.
As you guys kind of go.
Settle down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
I hate it.
We did
Character
it.
hates it, but I love it.
Ew.
Settle down.
How did that just now come up?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Leave it to the
That's
poet.
good.
Especially after a rage. that'd be great.
Foreshadowing. As you guys are kind of going on this perimeter wall, coming out of the breach, cobbled road, not in disrepair, seems maintained, out of place. And with the 20s and above, as you look down to the road as it approaches the mountains and begins climbing, there does appear to be a caravan far in the distance, heading into the mountains.
Like from out of the city?
It's going down the road away from the city. Several miles distant and kind of climbing as the road goes to the mountains.
Looks like we just missed someone.
And as you kind of come around, there's the remnants of a camp. Kind of a staging area where it seems as if this caravan was camped up on the inside of the breach.
With the smoke that we saw, this caravan looks recent, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
Fire
are
seems to
there
be warm, like doused recently.
are there any and we don't see anyone?
Not still here.
They're
No.
up the road.
Okay. It just doesn't seem right for them to leave all of their gear without at least.
There's not like camping gear here. It's like remnants of a campsite.
Oh.
There's a few like
Like a smoldering fire.
there's a few more permanent temporary structures, like thrown together like lean-tos and like, where they propped up stuff that's not like they don't tear it down. Even seems to be like a cobbled together like shack, as if this is a more permanent campsite. And like as people come here and use it, they add a shed or ditch somewhere, and then someone else builds the frame for another thing and like a stable post.
Take a penny, leave a penny campsite.
Could I?
So it looks more like a checkpoint than a.
Yeah,
Than
it
an
seems
established
used
Should we quick save?
as any like far off in the wilderness kind of campsite that gets
Yeah, F12, F12.
visitors frequently ish.
I look for some thieves' cant of like markings of like maybe a Bowley mark or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Go ahead and investigate around.
Not good at this.
Anyone else wants to investigate can also investigate. Vic is digging through the ashes of the fire.
Oh,
Hey, it's still hot.
Guidance.
I'm more worried about the undead we confirmed were around, so I'll be looking out for that.
Guidance is a D6
Yeah, is the lantern still?
now?
D4.
Yeah.
D4.
The lantern has been
Oh, guidance is D4. Yeah.
constant green.
15
15.
on the investigation.
Looking around, you find tools,
I know what these are.
chisels, picks, what you would expect to be like mining tools. And as you're kind of going around, there are these like smooth stone of various sizes that have deep chisel marks that are in patterns. Actually, with the book you just read, in magical like circuitry patterns, where it seems like they're chiseling out the circuits.
Can I assess how fresh these chisel marks are?
I don't know if there's a way to tell how fresh a chisel mark on stone is. It doesn't.
I mean, is
That
it
doesn't
like,
corrode quickly.
Is it dusty?
I mean, they're right next to the camp, and the tools are not rusted. They're in perfect working condition, as if used recently or in total perfect usable condition.
Guys, this is really weird. These markings here are reminiscent of what we saw in the Path of Friendship, and they seem fairly fresh. Thoughts? Ideas?
Doc, can you make an Arcana check with your extra +1?
With my extra +1?
From the book, for the circuits and stuff.
Ah, okay. I was gonna actually ask if I could
just
reference that.
you just do the Arcana check and then add a +1 because this is to do with the book that you read.
That's a 24.
24. Okay. Keep talking. Whatever you're gonna ask. You had a question.
No, I was just gonna say that I wanted to use the book as a reference to check this
Oh,
out.
okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
Sure.
Which I did. Haha.
Thinking back to the Path of Friendship. Thinking back to the Hall of Lanterns. To the door on the library. To the bridge with the waterfall that played music. You know the Path of Friendship is from before the Great War and the time of the Great Bounty, where magic seems to have been much more prevalent and powerful. The technology built. As you're investigating the 24, in the cracks you find one of these plates that seem to be, cut off of whatever. Like basically this face of the rock was chiseled out of wherever it was and brought back here. And it's not fully dug out along the circuits. And you see at the edge of where they're chiseling out, thin, dark, metallic green, like wire almost, that is inset into the circuitry. And I think with the 24, it reminds you of your time in the mines of Wharftown.
Yep.
That vein of the green metallic metal in the wall that you shot magic through.
All right, we're y'all see this?
See what?
Well, in these engravings here, it almost looks like, remember when we were down in the mine and we saw that green ore?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. And I'll just show them like the refined tubing of ore. I think there's somebody's mining that shit, refining that shit, and trying to, I don't know, bring back some ancient magic. It's a hunch. I got almost no evidence, but it seems like the pages are starting to turn.
Well, do you know what? If they're using the magic, doesn't that activate something like? Remember down in the Path of Friendship, it activated some stuff all around us, like lights. And we activated that library too. That now it lives in Elias's hands.
Well, that was with a coin, I think.
Well, yeah, but
Well, my question is, what does this activate? Can we turn it on?
yeah. What spell can we use to turn it on? I know a few.
Just set it on fire. I got a tinderbox.
I can freeze it.
Does anybody know any magic that's like soul or some shit? I don't know. I don't know magic. I don't know.
I know a couple spells
Like
that deal with life
Some,
force.
some kind of spiritual shit.
Ivan?
I know.
Like a divine casting.
Maybe.
I can try. Can it make a dex saving throw?
You can.
Hold on, DM.
No, can the rock, can the rock make a dex save?
Can I make
Just
a dex save?
You're certainly welcome.
No, yeah. Can the rock make a dex saving throw?
The rock is not attempting to dodge your
Perfect.
attack.
I'm just gonna hit it with radiant damage then.
So as you cast this spell, you see it traverses through the engraving. The rest of them maybe like 6 or 7 inches on the stone face. It seems to be conductive of magic.
I take notes. Jot that shit down.
I want to back up 10, 15 feet.
I'll cast a simple chill touch on it to see if it reacts to necrotic damage a different way.
It seems to conduct it as well.
Same light, same like similar glow
Different
to
color, a
Different
different,
color.
hue, but the magic doesn't seem to have any change in difficulty and like
It
conductivity.
just amplified it, right? But this is what we learned before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it keeps the power and disperses it to like multiple locations.
Oh yeah, maybe this is a piece to something, Doc.
Can I
Like,
keep an
you
ear
know-
out to see if I hear anything move or?
Well, maybe it needs to be placed somewhere. Maybe it's like a puzzle piece. You ever played-
You're more than
I
welcome
mean,
to
looking
try
at
to
this
pick
pile,
this thing
it
up.
seems like I don't think it would be complicated. That these are like lots of different things that have been taken out of the ruins and brought here for this
Study.
like. Well, they're harvesting the wire. They're like taking the copper pipes from the house.
Oh,
It's like that kind of situation.
Okay.
I see.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like they're finding
That
this
was the inverse.
circuitry. No, they're
Hmm.
finding this circuitry and they're chiseling it off whatever it's on,
Mm-hmm.
and then it seems like they're bringing it back here, and a different person is like more finely trying to extract. And there's a pile of smooth like stones that all have this gone, and there's
Sid Hill,
Hmm?
do you think we might want to phone home about this?
Wait a second. What if we?
With who?
Oh, this could be very useful. Why don't we just take it all?
Yeah.
Look, they just left probably with a cart full. You want to take it all? We'll need
Yeah.
a team of
You have a
hundreds
hole.
of people to take
Put
it
it in the
all.
hole.
Who's gonna get it?
You have the hole.
Yeah.
We can take.
No, just put it in your hole.
Yeah, I hear you, but how are we gonna get it all?
Y'all just shovel it
Just
in.
Take.
Throw it in.
What do you mean? How? We just.
Put a hole on the ground. We're just gonna scoop that shit
Well,
off.
either way, Doc, I think it's a good idea to investigate the rest of the place. I mean, if they're grabbing this shit from inside, who knows what else is in there?
What are we coming here for in the first place? The ruins. This seems like not
For
only a
this?
distraction.
For
Well, we came here for your favorite place in the world. We're visiting the library. Okay,
Yeah, it's probably in the
Calming the
dungeon.
spirits as well.
that too.
Oh shit! Should we talk to him before we start stealing stuff?
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't think they care about this stuff though. Next stuff,
Maybe
maybe
they
still
do.
we can talk to spirit. Not
Anyway,
this would
I
be
think we
helpful
should
to-
let the Baoli know. Sid Hill, if you want to pull out your ringer and phone home, let your mom or whoever
Not
you've
my
been talking
mom.
to know.
But
Hey, Doc, but why would
it's a
we
good
want the
idea.
Bali to know about this if this is like contraband of some sort?
Yeah, they're just gonna take it. What if we take it?
Well, it
Well,
seems
I don't-
like
what if-
we're in the middle of a war, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like the people that are here, probably the enemy, are taking this shit and using it for, I don't know, a weapon.
Or hear me out, we'd fucking
What if
put
we're
it in
the
the
enemy?
chimney of the Taysuli and we launch a fireball in that bitch.
maybe
I mean,
I suggest we.
would be a lot of light.
Here,
Track
let me
and
just say something to
see
you,
their
Doc. Maybe I can
forces?
convince you. We work for the Baoli. Did you join because you admired them? Did you join so you can stay on their team in a war? Or did you join because you wanted a leg up on some?
Yeah, I mean, it's door number 3.
This is our leg up for right now. We hold it until we know for sure what's happening. How about that?
So where are we gonna put all this shit?
I could use a leg up.
Oh.
In your hole. maybe
That is finite in space.
Yeah, but it's enough. They have a whole cart. That's probably the same size as your hole.
Don't we have 2? I thought we had somebody
Well,
else.
we have a bag, but I don't
small
think...
bag of holding, but it has a limited space as well.
Yeah, I like to work in my hole, you know.
Okay, we'll take it back to the bastion and empty it out.
Yeah, it's temporary.
But
Right,
also,
keep it there
Doc,
forever.
we don't know how much is left, so who knows?
Also, Doc, you could work with this, right?
Yeah.
Fuse it into your gun, make it a big blast thing.
Bigger blaster?
Yeah.
Bigger and blaster.
What is the
Or-
new name of blaster, by the way?
Can I
Blastus.
look up at this- I want to look at the sun and see what time it is.
You're not supposed to look
Biggest
right at it.
Blastus.
You just trumping your way up with the sun there.
Yeah, I'm looking straight at it. I'm gonna go. Hey, what time is it?
What's the
Probably
time?
about noon, midday-ish.
Midday.
It's hot.
It's
Oh,
up there.
It's afternoon.
I want to try to extract some. How long? I want to start and then figure out how long it's gonna take. If everyone's cool with that.
I think
So
we'll
what?
give you a few minutes on that, Doc, but I think we should really take
Are
a
you
look inside
proficient
these
in
rooms.
masonry tools?
Yeah, you figure out the time, and we can just scour about.
No,
Look at
just
the-
jewelers.
He's just
Party
sewing
split.
up there.
Party split.
So these are masonry tools that are
Okay.
about. So if you're not proficient in it, we don't get to add that.
That's
you do have
fine.
the
I
right
can
tool.
make my own masonry tools.
Well, it's not a problem of making them; it's the problem of proficiency because you're holding them. You
I
have.
understand. I understand.
So we're going to make.
He's talking about artificer,
a-
make them and use them.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
but that
we
doesn't
have
give you
some already.
proficiency. That just gives you
No,
the right
it
tools for
doesn't.
the job.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So go ahead and roll a.
Persuasion.
Let's call it sleight of hand
Oh.
because it's kind of a delicate kind of work you're
Mhm.
doing here.
And I'll guide you. I've seen some
So-
good masonry in my time.
Okay. That's 16 plus the guidance is.
That's what you say. I've seen some good masonry.
Yes, I have.
18 total.
18.
Tell him no.
Let's say, I mean, this piece you're holding is one piece, and it had a wire that was maybe 8 inches left. It was partially harvested, you know, this little slab face. You're able to get about halfway through it, exposing it, really delicately working, maybe about 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
So you've exposed maybe like 1 gold worth of this wire.
Okay, so it's kind of inexpensive.
a gold a few inches, like 3 inches for a gold, feels expensive.
That is pretty.
Well, how thick is it?
It's very thin wire.
Okay, because I was thinking like.
I picture it like laid down like solder, like it's melted into like a crack. That's how I picture
Okay,
it.
so it's like a millimeter.
Like a
thin.
breadboard.
It's
Like
very-
super
like-
thin.
It's very thin, like layered on, like circuitry. That's how in my head I'm picturing.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I was thinking like
No, this isn't like tubular or anything. It's
like
very-
the twisted shit you plug.
you were
into the
thinking
wall.
copper pipe, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, we don't lay pipe here.
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
Around us now that we're inside, there's the campsite. Is there any other like? Because we came to the ruins to look for. There's a library, right?
In the city there is a library.
Oh, gotcha.
You guys are in one tiny edge, this huge breach in the wall right inside of a city that's bigger than the capital of this country. Bigger than Wharftown, probably by about 2x. You guys are in this huge ruin.
Oh.
But there is that shed or temporary barrack that you can look in while he's
I mean,
you can do investigation or perception, either one when you kind of enter.
Yeah, I'll look in that while they're getting the wire figured out.
A little like
Peeking
ting,
out. I'm not
ting,
gonna.
ting, ting, just as he's chipping away.
22 perception. I'm not.
22. You see suspended from various points along this kind of like ramshackle barrack where like they stacked up some of the loose broken wall masonry and then laid like some wood across the top in like a very loose house. But suspended from some of the like tied together wood, you see a stylized cross, and it is the cross of Tesulia.
Oh shit.
With a 22 perception, they seem spaced out intentionally as well.
Ivan and August. I think I'm gonna need both of you.
All right.
Sure.
Come.
I'll just kind of like step out of the way and point and go. This is above my pay grade. But it looks culty.
Do I would like to check for religious over and undertones.
Sure. Go ahead and make a religion check. August, you do notice as you enter the barracks, the color of the lantern changes to a pure flame color. An orange yellow.
It looks like we are far enough away from whatever undead was nearby. So it could be closer to the camp or closer to where they're actually excavating.
There's no undead in here? In the most undead looking place?
At least not within 300 feet of us. Which should put you at ease. I know you don't do well with those.
Honestly, it makes me more uneasy.
It would get dimmer as you like approach it. And then totally go to normal flame inside. With the 15 on the religion, the spacing seems intentional of some kind of formation, divine, different spells of sanctuary and things like that. It seems like it's been placed in some kind of warding manner.
With the 15, would I know if there is a easy solution to break the spell if it's like sustained with whatever is going on here?
I don't think 15's high enough, no.
It could be used for magic of some kind.
It was the sanctuary spell?
Unsure. He doesn't know what it's from.
Okay.
I wasn't using sanctuary. I was using it in a literary reference, not a mechanical.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe the caravan or whatever's working with Tesuliat, and they camped out here. They warded away from the spirits and left.
I think anybody whose intelligence is above 14.
Not me.
This would probably flag with you. The road is going east into the mountains. East over the mountains is thought to be an entire wasteland. A desert devoid of anything. It's technically the kingdom of Drinta, but
It's barren.
the kingdom of Drinta is known to only really be on the coasts, and then everything inland is barren and uninhabited. So that would feel peculiar that they're going east into the mountains.
I'll share that information with the rest of the group. For sure. I just, guys, I think it's weird. Where are they going? Are there dwarves in the mountains?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who that is.
Not really a mountain man.
We don't even know who they are.
It doesn't look like there's a struggle or anything in this camp, right? It's just that the people left. Okay.
Is there any other
Even, what was your perception?
22?
22. There are a few bags left here. A few pats, a few bedrolls.
Can I like check one of the packs on it's like, is it personal items or is it like gear?
It's got rations, it's got some clothes. Basically, it's similar to like a Dungeoneer's pack of like items.
All right. Well, why on earth would a group of people camp out here? I'm gonna hold up the bag of, and then go up into the mountains and leave their packs behind.
Well, if the person that was using that pack didn't leave with them.
Or they're coming back in a day or two. Why, you know, oh, we're going to make space for more cargo that we're pulling out of here. We leave that pack. We don't need it. And we're coming back soon anyway. It'll be here. No, who the hell else is going to be in here?
I believe that less people left than arrived.
And that might be true too. It could be both.
I'll
It
use
could
my
be one
grappling hook and get on the top of this shoddy little structure. And I want to look around, see if anyone's like...
Yeah, the grappling hook was definitely flare. It's pretty standard to just kind of get up to the top. That was a style choice.
27.
So
per flip.
looking out at this area, so you have like an encasing surrounding perimeter wall that has a breach in it, right? The breach is probably 500 feet across.
Damn.
Rubble from the wall, large stones from this wall are scattered around, crashed through some of the other stone structures, dilapidated and crumbling ruins.
Question on that. Does it look like the explosion went towards the mountains? Like, is the debris towards the mountains, or is it from the mountains west?
It looks like the wall exploded.
Inward or outward?
Like an explosion, like...
Oh.
Like from inside the wall, then.
Yeah. Like an omnidirectional boom. Probably predominantly inwards.
Okay.
but there's stuff outside too. It was a good explosion.
Yeah.
Can I?
And these to go back to my old GM sizing, some of these stones for the wall are like Prius sized.
Holy shit.
What size? What?
You weren't
Prius?
there,
But we all know how big a Prius is.
but we know how big
Oh.
a Prius is. I was describing the size of a spider, and I was lacking the ability, and I was about the size of a Prius, and other ones were the size of medicine balls, which became Regis
It's
balls.
smaller than an Accord, right?
Yeah.
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 Prius is bigger than Accords? No, they're not.
No.
No, they're not.
It's smaller than an Accord. It's definitely more of a compact situation. We're not full sedan.
A hatchback Prius or
A
Smart
2014 hybrid EcoBoost Prius.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Only
Yeah.
that one.
I would like to. Can I whip out a device? Well,
Somebody comes around the corner. It's
Whoa,
Toyota
whoa,
time.
hang on. He's whipping out his blaster.
Sorry, but let me finish this.
okay.
So this city, the end of the Great Bounty was, I'm retconning about 1,000 years instead of what I said before. So about 1,000 years ago, this seems to have happened, and it's been uninhabited for that long. So weather and natural things have taken over. A lot of the stone structures that were there have since crumbled if they weren't destroyed. You see very much like the effects of siege warfare on some of the buildings, especially towards the perimeter wall on this east side. And between these like large like Minas Tirith like ruins, people have made a camp now, but it's very old. And it's a full city. It's not like a fort. It's a full-sized city. So, this was the question. When you get on top of it and look, you can see that surrounding area, but
Yeah.
it doesn't give you deep comfort because there's so
So
much.
Yeah, I specifically want to look to see if somebody is here. Are
You
we
don't-
alone?
You don't see anyone from
Okay.
this rooftop.
Now, August, this might
Just-
be a dumb question, but can ghosts drive caravans?
I don't believe so.
Well, then I'm out of ideas.
I have heard of ghost caravans, but those caravans seem to be incorporeal themselves.
I think we're
could a
too
ghost-
invested in this corner of the ruins. I think we need to keep digging through. We need to get deeper.
deeper?
We need to find. Yeah, I mean,
Well, does anyone have any old maps of the old city? I don't know where the fuck the library is.
me neither. I don't think there's any maps there nearby, but I think we're here to, look through everything, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Does anybody know about maybe the language they spoke here? Because there could be signage on the building, or
probably the languages in the books.
Yeah, bro.
Don't have-
That's actually probably true. And none of us can read that.
all right. Well, I'll keep the lantern out, at least for another hour or two, just to make sure we don't get caught off guard.
When we leave the little sanctuary, does it light back up?
Yeah. And by 300 feet from the sanctuary, it's back to full brightness.
Would I be able to use my new invention? I'm gonna pull it out.
The gun?
No, this is new.
Okay, I was like, you can use the gun.
This is new. I'm gonna pull it out, turn it on, change some lenses on my goggles. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and I'm gonna check the stones, the wire, the hut, the fauna, everything. I'm just gonna, while all this is going on, I just want to do like a perimeter sweep and see if there's anything weird.
Nothing pings except for those crosses that are suspended.
The crosses.
Yeah, the sanctuary bit.
Okay, okay.
There's like
nothing-
probably
even
3
the
or 4 of
wires-
them inside of the, like from the rafters, spaced out maybe every few feet.
Okay, but even
Maybe
like the
10 feet.
wires don't ping the rocks.
Wires don't ping, no.
Okay, okay.
I mean, can you make something to make us safer against undead?
Yeah, don't
Innately,
ask.
I believe that I can handle undead quite well. I don't have a blanket for everybody, but if we do run into undead problems, I'll be happy to spearhead that.
Yeah, don't ask the guy that makes shit for a living.
I was saying those crosses strung up. Maybe we could each get a cross and we could just walk our happy asses through the ruins here.
Doc, we all know you can make a cross. Dang good one, too.
No, I can't.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go deeper.
I just checked. I can't.
So, can you guys give me a little bit of, is there any precautions, or are you just going? How are you choosing this deeper?
So
I don't. Go ahead.
Are you looking for, what's your goal?
I think I'm looking for the library for sure.
I'm
Okay.
also looking for the library, but at the same time keeping out an eye for heavily trafficked areas. Clearly people have been coming in and out of here. Where are they going? So probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay. All right. Doc, let's call it investigation to figure out foot traffic or survival, your pick. Vic, perception, just to keep an eye out, right? You're checking for other people. Let's call it survival as well for Elias, since you're kind of trying to map a route, figure out. I don't know. There's not a good
Can
navigation
I
check.
lend a hand to Elias?
Yeah.
Roll again. 19.
19. Okay. Doc, that investigation is, yeah, that's new. Vic's perception. Vic, 15.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't see any other people about. Talk with the 23 as you guys are kind of going through the ruins of old streets. A particular thing that sticks out is the stones, or the cobblestoned roads are not maintained. When you came in from the breach, the road heading east was maintained. So you don't think it's like a magical enchantment on the road for durability, but an active maintenance of it. And the inside of the city is not a priority in that. Also 23, you find, as you guys are kind of going, you enter a small square. I'm thinking like Uptown Circle sized.
Sure.
And in the center, the remnants of what was a fountain, been dry for hundreds of years. But you see evidence of these stoneworking tools chiseling out you with a 23, whatever arcane circuitry was here was harvested. So the fountain is like destroyed. The apparatus of the fountain has been chiseled out, and they've basically taken all of it from what's in sight here. As Doc's investigating, Elias, you on the edge of this little circle area where like 3 roads kind of meet, you see a building that the wall seems particularly easy to kind of climb the rubble, get a little higher perspective. And towards the center of this city, you see larger buildings that had been broken. Not just collapsed, but like a strong wall with like an impact on the side. Violently destroyed buildings that looks like larger, more important buildings in the middle towards the center of the city. That seems to be a larger district area.
Alright.
Maybe half a mile to a mile of pretty rough ruined terrain to get there.
Okay. I think I know where to go for the library, but it can be a trek.
How far do you think?
Distance-wise, maybe like a mile. Time-wise, I don't know. It's a lot of rubble.
Well, I mean, I can lead the way. I've got rope and pitons, and we need to climb stuff.
Okay.
I'm ready when you all are.
Alright, Vic, we're headed this way. Do you see those big buildings?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going over there.
Anyone in particular, or?
Well, I think when we get closer, we'll see what's what.
All right.
All right, we're gonna do a group survival check for just speed. How well you guys are handling this terrain?
Okay.
Does my climbing gear help at all?
Yeah, for sure.
Advantage help?
Is that what it does? I think so. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Fuck the rules.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Fuck
We
the
are the rules.
It's like it has I can actually like fasten myself to a wall and
We're just saying yes.
advantage. Yep.
Climb. I think a lot of us got climbing
16,
tools,
24,
right?
18, 21.
I mean,
If you got climbing tools, you get advantage.
I should check. I thought somebody made a
11.
bunch of that.
Climber's
I
kit.
made some.
Kit. Oh, that's might be different.
He made like Doc engraved pitons, I've seen.
Yeah. I also bought like some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make the tools feel better because I feel like they don't come up very much in the kits.
The new ones
but-
are good actually. They each have like a mechanic.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get
You guys
tools. I got
rolled. You
tools
guys
for nothing.
rolled great. Probably about 2 hours. You guys you feel like you're making pretty good time. There's some walls you had to go. It's like a tower fell down, and it's just like a pile of rubble, and one wall is still relatively intact, so you had to figure out how to get around it without, there's walls that are precariously leaning, and you don't want to like hook a rope to those because you feel like any more weight and it might topple over, and it's thick stone, so you guys avoid all kind of those situations. Take your time, but moving fast. And the sun lower in the sky, maybe a 6 or a 7 o'clock in the evening. The air's cooling off. And you guys start to see these larger, this palace or castle that was once at the very center of the city. From this close, very clear kind of impacts of some kind of explosions, either traditional siege equipment or siege spell work. As you're looking around, there's bits of shaped metal on the ground, mixed within the stones. It opens up on this kind of large square that was out, probably the biggest main square in the city. That was in front of this palace. And these blocks of metal with like various mosses and small foliage that's grown. And as you kind of bend down and investigate one, it's heavily rusted, curved, kind of dome-like, and then a long, shorter, it's like a pauldron, a rusted pauldron. You start to find bits of rusted armors and weapons and things like that everywhere, as if there was a great battle here, and many died in this square.
Boy. He's a gold.
Very old. Are these maybe the spirits? I mean not these, but
Be something that ties the spirits here.
yeah.
Great trauma tied to these items.
Ivan, maybe we lead a prayer. Something to lay these poor souls to rest.
Yeah, I'll do a short ceremony over the site, asking for lost souls to be guided on a rightful path in the afterlife, hopefully away from this place and somewhere restful.
Make just a religion roll with advantage.
14.
So as you kind of take a moment and begin saying nothing really special, the words you've said many times to help, basic funeral rite things, any words to help shepherd souls across to rest. But as you're saying it in this, you can almost in your head picture the clash of metal and the screams, the violence that took place here. And you channel that kind of emotion and understanding into this prayer. And take inspiration.
This is a dark place. You said you found the way to the library.
It's one of these buildings, I'm sure. I just don't know which one.
That was one with books in it, probably.
So across from the square, where the palace, clearly the destroyed remnants of the palace, there is another ruin, larger blocks, taller. also caved in kind of on the opposite side of this large square. You're not sure what it is, but it seems like whatever this building was, it was a prominent feature of the city, an important building.
Might be this one.
We can start there.
Worst case scenario is there's nothing there and we try the other.
Yeah.
But I do agree we should probably make short time of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we shouldn't start thinking about heading back, actually.
Come this far.
I think we see it through here.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the sun's getting low. And we know there's a safe spot, relatively speaking, back where we came in. I'm just wondering if we shouldn't rest there until morning, come back.
Doc, those are a bunch of Talespire crosses hung up from a thing, and the only thing that's going to make that, right in my eyes, if they're around the neck of 4 Talespire members, also hanging from that little structure.
Look, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't want to fall asleep in here tonight and wake up, with a ghost.
Well, I think we should trust we got a man that can talk to ghosts sometimes, and then we have
I
don't
can
know,
smash ghosts if need be.
then yeah, we'll hit a ghost. I mean,
I'm basically a divine energizer bunny.
yeah, we can set up our own little.
A
What?
bunny?
They run really fast. They seem to have endless energy.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Well,
It also took us hours to get here. I don't feel like doing hours back and then hours back here and then hours back that way. It's just
Yeah, it's gonna get harder than dark too. So let's just kind of.
All right. Well, when I get to when I know I'm gonna say it. When I get to say "I told you so," I ain't gonna say it.
I will respectfully listen to whatever it is I am to receive. You have my word.
All right, away we go. After you, Vic.
Well, I mean, after Ivan, someone else. I don't walk first into a library, and I've been saying this.
I'll walk first.
Your diary. Don't walk first into a library.
Dear Slim.
Rules that Vic will follow.
I'll follow Elias. I'll go second.
That's a good t-shirt. Don't walk first into a library.
First rule of book club. Don't talk about book club.
So, the roof is caved in. The arch of what used to be a doorway is here. And on the far side, there is rubble. As you guys kind of look around, you do find some... I'm not going to make you roll for the same thing, Doc. This investigation of paths. You do find an area of rubble that seems to be have been moved. It doesn't look like a natural collapsed pattern, but like an area that has like some stacked around the edges, like someone was moving some of these pieces of rubble around and doing that. There's a few different spots of those, as if someone had tried to look through this. And there is after a few of those, there is a kind of cleared out broken staircase heading downwards.
Guys, I think we might be close. Over here,
Okay.
maybe? Downstairs?
Downstairs it is.
You guys like basements?
No.
Well, you don't like libraries, you don't like basements.
I like above ground. Yeah, you're right. Keep going. I like above ground structures that are not intelligence based.
So, you like circus?
You've got me figured out.
So you like circus at all?
I've never been.
I think you'd like it. It always above ground.
You know, I did that trapeze thing that, back,
Yeah,
that was pretty fun.
that was pretty fun.
The great. Whoever he
That
was.
guy sucked. Yeah, nobody remembers the name. He sucked.
Oh, I got him.
He was no Thomas.
He got
I got
dunked
it
and
pretty
dipped.
close too. Londo the Great.
Londo the Great. That's right.
Mondo.
Lando. I guess we're going in the
Landu.
basement. I was checking to see if I have a torch. I have a lantern. I'll have
I
that.
will also pop out my drift globe, my glowing drift globe.
Oh, I'll put my lantern away. I forgot we have that now.
You maybe want me go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can go first.
Somebody.
It's
Do you
okay.
want to go first?
If something pops out, I can take a hit. I will go first.
Oh,
Can I cast light on everyone's weapon?
Yeah.
It lasts for an hour. Everybody has a torch.
Oh hell, this is handy.
I got my own, thanks, and I'm gonna let my belt buckle.
You can have a glowing gun and the crotch light.
Hell yeah. 2 lights. 2 lights at the same time.
He's got 1,000,000 gold.
So as you guys kind of descend down, the staircase goes for a while, and the start of the staircase has signs of, the weather coming in. Some mosses, the rain came in, and some of the dirt over the years is washed in. But as you get a little farther down, the shelter from the elements seems to be a bit better. It goes down farther than what you would think vertically. Not like a whatever, like 1 story would be. It's probably closer to 3 before it hits the landing. In which you take the turn and enter a large kind of a grand room where the light doesn't reach all of the walls. Just at the top of the 20 or 45 feet of dim light, you see the ceiling supported by these large columns, which seems to be how it's supported the weight of the rubble on top for all these years. And in polished stone, you see these racks with multiple shelves in an orderly file, kind of going in.
Look, I think we got here.
C is easy.
Echo!
It echoes.
There goes all our opportunity to be stealthy.
Nice one, Doc.
What are you worried about? A couple of words coming up to you?
I mean, can they do that?
Booga 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 philanthropy. Oh.
You're gonna give him the
That's
shiver.
how they get you.
I'm not scared of fish.
Philanthropy.
Sorry.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, huh?
Nothing.
What?
Alrighty. I'm going to rummage through these shelvings and just see if there's any books left. And if there are, I'm just going to start shoving them in my arm.
Well,
Well, maybe
hang
read them
on.
first. We might want to.
Let's look
No,
at...
no, we don't have time for that. Shove them in your arm.
Anything
So as you
on...
This room is about the size of a football field.
Oh shit!
And
It did echo.
That's
You know
why I
what'd be
said it.
cool?
and these shells, as you're looking and kind of going in, how far are you guys investigating in here? What are your...
I'm starting
So,
with
I
just
mean,
the
so we go-
immediate area.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a discussion about this.
What do you need to discuss
Damn.
about?
I think we just go all at the pace that we feel comfortable, and then we'll regroup when something
we should be
terrible
able
goes
to-
awry.
Be able to talk about it if we do want to take a second to talk. That seems fairly helpful.
What would you like to talk about, Doc?
Well, I just want everyone to know. I think y'all do know, but I'm looking for a very specific book. Keep your eyes out for it.
Well,
Don't
what's it
just go.
say?
I don't remember what it's called, and I'm not going to look it up. But it's the thing that it's called in common is the something.
Are you gonna look that one up?
No.
Well, how are we gonna find something we don't know the name of?
Yeah,
Doc.
what the heck?
It's the Book of the Undead. Okay.
Necronomicon?
I told you what it was before. Fucking give me 10 minutes to look it up.
I got it.
Well, we're looking for a book to raise the undead. That is not why we came here. I don't think, was it?
No, that's not what we're here for. But if you see it, if you see something, say something. Okay.
Alright.
Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Well,
I don't think any important books are gonna be around the entryway. Might have to go down to at least. How are these things sectioned off?
it's Dewey Decimal all the way down.
The biggest ones are in the back.
It's a size system.
I love a size system.
Pamphlets in the
almanacs,
front, encyclopedias in the back.
Yeah, it's just straight up a volume-based library organization system.
Could you imagine having to walk this full-length library just to find the different Harry Potter books? That'd be so fucking terrible.
The
It's just
seventh
like
is the longest.
children's books and posters at the start.
Yeah.
Back shelf just Brandon Sanderson.
Made out of iron. How big the books are.
So as you guys are looking at these shelves, there's almost this like half-inch of fuzzy goop
Boy.
on all the shelves.
We know Fuzzy Goop, right?
It's my indie band.
That's actually a really good indie band name.
It is.
Fuzzy Goop.
Can I pop another
Zanny?
magic detect?
Hey,
And then a
toss me
Zanny?
one.
Zanny bar.
He's a little stressed. I'm gonna bring it down just a bit.
I need some landing gear, brah.
I'm a stressed library goer. I'm so Zanny. But I mean, it's been 1,000 years. This library has been cracked open and exposed. If you guys make an investigation, though.
I would like to look for interesting texts.
I'll help him.
Texts search. Control F this bitch.
I'll kind of kick some rocks and just dwindle on in a little bit further.
I got a 16 on the investigation with help from.
If you
Not
don't know the name,
Andy,
you don't get
Elias.
advantage. There it is.
Ooh, a 12 or a 1. Good advantage.
All of these shelves are covered in this, like, at first you were not sure, but after it becomes so consistent, it seems to be the residue of like what happens to books after 1,000 years on a shelf exposed to the weather. Many are destroyed. With a 16 investigation, though, you do see that others have come here. Some of the shelves have fingerprints from what you've just done, like where you know stuck your hand in it and like pushed it over, kind of see what the stuff is. You do find similar situations, and footprints in kind of, there's a film on the floor what used to be in like probably large rugs that have decayed as well. Hey, Bobo. There is a wall kind of halfway down on the far side, maybe a little farther than halfway, that is oddly polished. Detect magic isn't pinging on it, but it's almost got like a mirror shine.
What the hell is this?
I'm just gonna reach down and rub it.
Whoa. We're live, dude.
It gives.
You don't have to announce.
It gives like the squeaky clean, like finger on clean glass feeling.
You should see a doctor.
I'm right here.
I think I'd like a second opinion.
As you're kind of seeing yourself in the reflection, your weapon lit up. You notice between two of the shelves behind you, kind of tucked under one, something. Fabric. Pile of a bundle of some type. As you kind of turn around and look and take a step or two, a boot and another. It seems to be some kind of body. Not fresh, as it's mostly like dried out at this point. The smells would have been gone, but it's not ancient.
The hell is
Medicine
that?
check, cause of death.
Yeah, roll it.
12.
Hard to tell the cause of death. But as you're kind of investigating it, you turn over the body. It's face down, and it's probably 2 years at least since this person was alive.
Up synergy. Yeah.
And there face, their jaws open, skin taut. Eyes and nose would be gone at this point, but
Well,
Good
smells
night.
like shit, but it's recent. August, how's that lamp looking?
I can turn it back on.
bright green like it's been.
Hey, can we talk to this fella? Just looking at Ivan and August. Like,
No.
I don't have speak with that.
I mean, I can talk to him. I don't know if he's gonna.
Doc's like, let me at him.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? What's that? No, your mother.
so there was like the mirrored wall
Mm-hmm.
that was polished stone. I guess it wasn't a mirror. It was like polished.
Polished to like a mirror finish, yeah.
Huh. Can I check this guy's hands? Was he
Yeah.
polishing? Like, honestly, is he like a? Was he
He
like matted?
and his hand has tightly clenched a small dagger that's rusted.
And a bottle of Index.
This is a dagger. I don't care.
It's rusted and it
That's
says
fine.
dagger on it.
Yeah.
Barely even know her.
Bagher.
Hmm. Any of you guys got any ideas?
Well, this seems used. Uh-huh.
The quarters?
Sidhill, you want to try to push on this and see if it just swings open? Stupid idea, but
Didn't we just push it? Oh, I mean, I'll push. I thought I.
No, he asked me. I push.
Well, okay. I got a crowbar.
well, that's more for I think Poland.
Poland? Yeah. I mean, you can also push on it.
I am about to. You watch. You see. I push.
I always push with the crowbar.
I mean, athletics. That's on push check.
Whoop.
It doesn't budge.
15. What does it say? What gives me advantage?
Is it part of the? It's part of the wall, right? Or like,
Yeah.
Can I? I'm not the person to do this, but can I investigate around it? I'm looking for. In what
I have
Invicta is what I'm looking
athletics
for.
checks for something.
If you're raging, typically.
If you're
you have
raging.
Looking for is the wall
Yeah.
part of the wall.
Mm-hmm. Make the check.
Is
The
the
7.
wall.
The 7 idea. Oh, yep.
Hey.
The,
Yeah, I mean-
the wall looks
The wall.
It's
structural
very
in nature.
wally.
Wow.
Seems like it probably supports the roof and the ceiling above, as well as acting as a kind of containment barrier.
Somebody smarter than me. Doc,
Yeah.
can you
Huh?
can you figure out why this area is a mirror?
Sure. Yeah, let me get on that. I'll fix it right now.
Great. I'm gonna give him a
Outside.
pat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up and
I'll tell you what I don't like is this bit. Can you look into it?
Wait. Time out. I just had another idea. No, I'm 7 in. That was a me idea. That's not a big idea.
I'm just gonna put my hand on it. It's solid. Yeah.
Roll investigation. It is a wall.
I
Keep
just wanna
explaining
make
what
sure-
you want. Yeah.
That it's
But we're gonna
solid.
take a roll for the situation as well.
Surely, that's a 21.
Is a 21. Don't call me Shirley.
It is solid. You kind of... This is like a 20-foot section of the wall that's been polished. You kind of go down it. And as you get to one end, you kind of go past it and then feel the wall. It's not as if it's horribly rough. It's still like a marble kind of wall. It's just not polished. As if someone... As you get to the edges, it does seem like some kind of sweeping motion.
Are there any seams on the edges, like where it goes from polished
There's-
to not?
There's not seams, but as you get this, like, oh, this seems like it was hand polished by someone. Doesn't seem magical polished. As you're kind of looking at that, another 15 feet down, a smaller section polished. And you kind of walk over to that, and then maybe 30 or 40 feet down, you see another more reflective part. As if people were here looking for something and thought that this polishing or checking the wall would find something. Something hidden, perhaps.
There's these mirrored parts of the wall every little bit around here. Mirrors are good for seeing yourself.
They're
Nice,
also
man.
good for seeing what's behind you.
Exactly. Looking at the reflection, is there a difference in the reflection to what is actually behind me?
No.
Okay.
Do any of us look different in the reflection?
No. You guys have probably been down here now for at least an hour, probably two,
I'm gonna.
as you've been checking these different reflective spots. And Elias,
just-
as you're kind of meandering as the group is doing all this searching,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like, you know, got a sucker,
Yep.
popped in, letting everybody do their thing, and you're kind of just taking the scenery as you're leaning against a wall. A faint glow. Maybe 10 feet to the side of one of the mirrored smaller portions. As you kind of, it catches your eye and you look at it. A small symbol. Reminiscent of your ink warden mark. Seems to glow, and you kind of walk away and it stops glowing, and you get close and it faintly glows again. Seems to be based in proximity to like your...
Yeah, I'll start to get closer. See what I notice around me.
As you kind of lean in, it just, there seems to be about, you know, chest high, symbol, more intricate than yours, but similar.
Just
It's
floating.
almost as
in
if
the air.
your ink warden mark got more details, extra, like, I forget if I've described it before. Let me check. We don't want to accidentally say something wrong. The fans,
They'll
Man.
catch it.
they'll catch it and I'll get absolutely torn to shreds.
I think I did write a description of it. I think it's in the item that I gave you. I'm trying to get to your sheet.
Black and the door.
Does it have a description?
Not of the actual tattoo.
Okay, so your tattoo is effectively the arch doorway that you found in the Path of Friendship. Very much like the Mines of Moria kind of entrance. Yours is very simple. It has the outside of the door and it has some decorative filigree on the door, but this has everything yours has, but 2 pillars on the side and kind of laurels like burgeoning out from behind it. It's the same mark, but more intricately designed.
And it's just floating there, or is it like on the wall?
It's on the wall,
Okay.
embedded, not to touch. It doesn't look different. It's not this wiring. It seems to be totally hidden until you got close.
I'd like to touch it with my tattooed hand. See
As you
if it
reach up
reacts.
and the tattoo on your arm touches it. A threshold in the wall, dust kind of shoots out, and a seamless portion of the wall swings open.
I whistle to the guys.
Hey, come running.
Oh, there's a door, guys. Run over.
You want me
How-
push? I can push.
No, I think it's open already.
How'd you find this?
It showed me.
It?
Yeah, the wall. When I got close, it showed me a symbol similar to my tattoo, and I just walked closer, and
Is it still lit up?
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna.
standing there.
Can
Can
I?
we all see it or just Elias?
Yeah, you can see it.
Can I try to like etch the symbol down? I just want to.
Like a charcoal rubbing.
No, like a.
Just sketch it.
I'm looking at it and I'm trying to copy it on
Yeah,
some parchment.
You can, yeah. We don't need to roll for that.
Okay.
You're good with your hands. You probably designed stuff on paper. Easy enough.
Alright, I guess I'll go first.
You okay?
I'll,
You
I'll
want-
slide the door more open.
Be careful.
Inside, more stone bookshelves. But as you cross the threshold, you feel a cool, dry air. Smelling of leather and parchment. Magic lights in the ceiling at the top of the bookshelves with their arcane wiring intact. And,
Similar to the Path of Friendship.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's all working. It's all like lit up and.
Yeah. So I guess I forgot to. On the bookshelves outside, you would have seen some of the like chiseled out. Not all of it, but portions of the wall and the floor and some of the bookshelves would have been harvested.
Okay.
People have been here.
But not here.
But not
what
in
it
here.
means. Yeah. It seems like the polishings were looking for something, but
They weren't an ink ward.
it seems that way.
Shit, what is this room?
I think this is the real library.
And you go inside. There are a few desks. This seems like a workroom. Some parchments around. Quills and inks. And then on the far wall there is another set of intricate design work, basically. Like the Library of Colleen.
Oh. I'm just gonna rummage through them. I mean, I'm trying to take as much info as I can.
These seem to be the working papers of other ink wardens. Warden, they're signed like Warden this, Warden that. We heard of rare texts in a city that doesn't ring any bells when you read it. We sent someone to investigate. Lots of different leads on rare books, things like that. Seems to be like working desks of predecessors of yours, ink wardens of the past. This was where they worked out of, in this library. The library.
Did it seem like they worked at it at the same time?
It seems
like it was like a group of them.
No, it didn't seem like this was a manned station. This seems like people would come here and
research
check
station.
in, do something, and then they'd leave. It seemed like these people were frequently in and out searching. There's like notes. I found word of a rare text on arcane magic that's supposedly being held by an apothecary in... I gotta find the name. Oh, where is it? Man, why can't I think of these names anymore? There's too many notes. The world's too big. In Endria. An apothecary in Endria.
Endria.
Endira. I'll be gone for probably a month or two. Notes like that corresponding. Maybe 2 people worked out of here, 3, and they were frequently here and then leaving. And
do you guys know where Endria is?
I dated an Endria. Sorry, no, I didn't. That was a bad joke.
we can do a history check here, but it's probably going to be DC 25. It's going to be hard.
God damn.
I believe.
How about 26?
Shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
He said,
I
nah,
told
I'd rather
you.
26.
Wait, did Connor roll?
I don't think he can hit 25.
You want me to? I can. You want me to? I will.
Can't hit 20.
I'll try.
Well,
Yeah,
we also
I-
have guidance
So I thought he was yelling
and bardic
about
inspiration.
him rolling it out.
So we
Too
can
late,
get
we
through
gotta
that.
roll.
I have a -1 to history. It's impossible. Sorry.
Not 20, dude.
No,
Okay.
we're doing skill check rules here.
Fuck it. I'll for the fans. Oh, 18. That was
You don't need to
close.
roll. He passed.
I tried. Hold up, DM. Hold on.
What are we calling uninspiration?
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
They wanted me to roll.
At any given moment,
We'll just
Connor,
call it
I get to
disadvantage.
turn in inspiration.
Perspiration.
Outspiration.
Perspiration.
Perspiration.
Because he can be sweating.
What was it called in Star Wars? A despair?
I didn't.
Yeah.
One
I
despair.
didn't do anything wrong.
Says the white man.
Whoa! That guy did nothing wrong.
How many things can you says the white man and just make it sound not good? Doc.
That's bullshit.
God.
Says the white man.
Florentine.
What?
When you were in Florentine,
Yes. Yes.
you know,
Is this a flashback?
you guys asked. You guys
Yeah,
asked
trigger
for
a cutscene.
This is a flashback. I think this is a full cutscene. Unfortunately, not Robin.
God
it.
damn it.
I don't want it.
So close. So close to the Robin one, and we've got a different character. You're in Florentine. The day is getting late. You've been working for hours in a kind of secluded back portion of a barn, hidden away behind a secret door. The sound of the livestock in the front. Sitting in the background is you and Franklin are going
Frankie.
over. I'm sure there's something here. It seems as if Doc disappeared sometime after the Great Bounty, but their teachings, I'm sure, live somewhere. You kind of look around the workshop, a cadaver open on the table, diagrams of the blood vessels going through the body, a drawing of where the veins and arteries branch out in a fractal pattern down the limbs. Franklin kind of puts a history book the time before of the Great Bounty. It says sometime there's stories here of the capital where Horen himself, Donan Horen and Bast were working on some of the few policies as the magic of the world was coming to an end. They said they were working from the capital of Endria, but the location has been lost in time. But if you look at these other books, histories of Drinta, the natives, the tribal people of the desert speak of a buried city in the north of the crater lake. It's spoken of only loosely as a place of great magic and worship, but I suspect that truly it could be the lost city of Endria.
All the way up there? You think they lived all the way up there, Franklin?
Could be. It seems that the history books only mention it by name, but none of them will speak of where it is. And isn't that peculiar? How would the main city of the entire nation, how could it go missing entirely? Not a single note of it be in the history books. It's almost as if it's been erased. I think I'm getting close as he kind of changes subjects. I think this is called doing research on the circulatory system. And he starts pointing to the cadaver, and we kind of fade out as he begins, he puts the leather apron back on and begins cutting into the open chest cavity and putting some of the muscles, dissecting them, and kind of we fade out of the flashback.
Immediately, I go into my hole, and I'm going to pull out my excerpt from the ancient text that I have that I've copied from the librarian Florentine.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to start going through not necessarily the text, but the diagrams that are in it, and just seeing if I'm comparing it to my recollection of the quote-unquote world map of Horenheim, and just seeing if there's any type of indicator inside the excerpt that when overlaid on top of a map of the continent or this area of the world, if it would like highlight an area. You know what I'm saying? Like National Treasure bullshit.
So in your notes, you find these notes where you were detailing the circulatory system and where it goes, and then kind of in this side note where this conversation happened in this flashback memory, almost next to one of these diagrams that you copied, Indrinta, question mark, local folk tales tell it's north of Crater Lake. Then you have these other memories of checking world maps and things, and there's always something it's always referred to as the wastes. And it's always mentioned in all the histories as nothing being there. Nothing worth it, it's just empty land.
Fuck!
I'll just...
Yo, fuck.
Yeah. That's it. I just yell fuck.
I know, it's a lot of reading.
You know, you know what? Fuck Robin. Okay? God damn it. I don't know. This sounds crazy as hell. But what if... What if they're mining this place and taking it to Drenta?
Where's that?
The hell is that?
This is the quintessential center of the earth. It's where everything started, everything came from. And we just saw a carriage headed east into the wastes.
Right.
I'm reaching at straws here, but are you guys hungry? I'm getting hungry.
I can always eat.
Is Andrea in Drenta?
It might. I'm gonna flip through my notes again. Look at my notes.
That's what you got.
It might be the same place. Different language, different interpretation, different time.
Indria is a city. It was the capital city of the country of Horenheim, which was the entire continent at the time. It was all one place.
The old capital.
But that's not common knowledge. Yeah.
What's that?
Like I said, I'm grabbing straws here, but I'm going to, for lack of a better term, make this common knowledge for the group. Just explain to them.
Basically, the Spark Notes.
Thank you.
Andrea as a thing is known about by scholars as the old capital. That's parts not super common knowledge. People wouldn't be able to pull that, but it's not unknown of like Babylon, right? Like, oh, this Babylon was a city in the ancient world. But what scholars don't know is where it was. And it seems to be lost, and it's always referred to as the lost city of Endrio. In Docs 25, the peculiarity of the most important place in an entire thing being entirely lost, when things like the ruins of Armistead from that time are well known and, you know, you're at them.
We got a historical mystery?
We're gonna have to steal the Constitution.
Let's go.
I think, honestly, I think what's
My
happening.
campaign is a long route to just national treasure.
Steal a declaration.
I can't wait till Nicolas Cage guest stars.
All right, Nick, hop in.
It's Casualist Nick, and it could be Santa Claus.
Let's do it.
It's a weird, unsure character.
So I'm not sure, guys, but I might have just answered an age-old question here. Where's the old capital? I've at least nailed it down to a region.
Franklin answered.
Well, do you think that perhaps this
Franklin's
odd
not
mineral?
here.
Do you believe this odd mineral has anything to do with, or has a connection to this old capital?
It could. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know what the geological makeup is of this area. So it could not, might not. Tight.
Or maybe.
Tight knot.
Hypothetical at best.
It might be worth at some point checking out. Now, clearly, we've got to do more investigating to pinpoint this location down, but this is a crazy lead, even if it's not what we're looking for. I mean, we could probably sell this information for a pretty penny.
Wasn't the caravan going that way?
Yeah, it was. Might not be worth trying to track him down.
Weren't the Taysuliats part of that?
Part of who?
I mean, they left a little
They set the
sanctuary.
camps, right? Yeah. Might be all connected here. So I think Tasuliat is collecting this stuff.
And taking it to the old capital of the old world that was destroyed over 1,000 years ago? I mean, it seems
why is that the
crazy.
weird part?
It seems crazy.
But why would they want to go to the old capital?
Exactly. Now we're asking.
It's not old. I mean, it's new to me.
In any of your history books, are you aware of any items or artifacts of interest that may lie in the old city, or at least lie in the tales?
I've read a lot. I've studied a lot. And from what I understand, this city is only a myth. Who knows if it actually exists or not? But you know, what we have here is kind of, lack of a better term, evidence that it might have. Do I know anything additional about this city from my history learning, my book learning?
No.
Okay.
Is there anything? Because we're in like a restricted area of the library, right? Is kind of what I'm picturing, or at least.
We could get expelled.
Is there anything underneath a fine glass or on a pedestal
That he can steal. You summon a bitch.
Some of the
Hold on a
bitch is
second.
Robin in the room with us right now.
I want to cast summon bitch.
Nicholas
It's just a sending stone that calls Robin.
It's my familiar.
It's just a little robin bird.
There was a question asked. I don't know what it was.
You were looking for glass cases.
I was looking for something.
So there is the wall. Like the ink ward and the fancy wall with
He
the
walked away.
inscriptions.
Can't read any of that. I was looking for something a little more tactile.
A
I mean,
pop-up
there's
book?
like 2 or 3 desks
Yeah.
with like random papers and stuff.
All right, and the room might not have it, but I was looking for something like propped up, or like.
There's no pedestals. No, there's no spotlight pedestals.
Only break in emergencies.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. Give me like 1 second. RP amongst yourselves for a moment. Someone vamp for me.
How many of these books are you gonna put in your arm, Elias?
As many as I can. I want info on how to get rid of this demon half of me.
Well, do you see anything that reads demon? I guess we'll just start. Do you have to check them? I guess we are checking them in, right? So we just take. Let's just take them all.
Well, I think we'd be checking them. I don't know. Well, how does that work?
Check them out,
I guess
and
it
then check
doesn't
them
matter.
in.
There's nobody here.
And how many can you have out at a time?
Let's find out.
Well, I think that's library policy, but there's nobody here to enforce.
Yeah, there's not
whatever
a
policy they
committee
may
or
have had.
anything anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how many I can check out, but I'm sure the guy in my arm is happy to get whatever he can.
Well,
What was his name?
Let me check.
I wonder. He's from the old world, right? Or maybe he knows about Andrea.
Yeah.
Andrea?
Andrea.
Maybe his name is written around one of these places.
He told you his name's Colleen.
Colleen. Yes, I was getting.
Oh, that's right. Is Warden Colleen written on any of these papers in this room?
There's the Colleen Library.
I'm sorry, I
Old
fucking
world shit.
glossed over for a minute.
So yeah, sorry. I'm trying
No,
to get
it's
my,
fine.
my lore in a row before I drop any of it. On one of these tables, as you're kind of putting in these journals, and notes, they start beginning labeled. Nothing super interesting. Journal of like ink warden, this person. Notes on magic text, like lots of things like that. This is what this room is full of, is these random leads that are 1,000 years out of date now. But one of them seems to be written in a more hasty hand. Armistead is under siege. The betrayal of Talon Stormborn shocked all of us. He's decided to go against the wishes of Donan and attack the city. We don't think there's much time. I'm going to seal the room as I leave, but if you find this, be careful. His faction believes that the only way to stop the spread of the negation is a calling.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat
Culling.
that? All of that?
Luckily, it's recorded.
Well, I don't know how to.
Stormborn was the guy who you talked with, August?
Yeah,
That
well,
was the
he was the
deal?
son. Yeah, so his dad is
He teleported out,
a
right?
big bad. Yeah, he killed his own son and his son's like
He was the one who
fiance.
hired the assassin. A person with the same last name.
Yeah.
It was not the name mentioned, but a Stormborn was the one at the dinner party who
had the fiance
was killed by a mysterious assassin, and then he straight up like teleportation circled himself out of there.
Yeah, I'm pretty
After
sure I
mentioning
figured
that
his butt.
his family, I don't remember exactly what I said.
Yeah.
But we can check the tapes. He mentioned his strict father, basically.
So,
He almost killed me,
Stormborn.
right?
Wait, isn't this room is like really old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is fucking Stormborn? Holy shit.
The name goes back a while. Sure.
These are from 1,000 years ago.
And if the information gets out, they started culling.
Culling.
That's why I said culling, yeah.
A colonoscopy business.
Made a pain in the ass.
It means a slaying.
In trailer park colonoscopy.
Sphincters are us.
Well, we've all got thoughts, and I think these are some documents we might need to go over in the future. I understand, Elias, it's your body, your choice, but if you don't mind opening that slot, I think we can drop all these documents in there.
Hold on. Who do the Ink Wardens, not excluding you, Elias, forgive me, work for? If this is ancient knowledge, what if Colleen and Stormborn are like brothers? What's Colleen's last name? We're not even sure.
Vic, I'm going to take a guess here, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I think the Ink Wardens kind of predate all this.
Yeah, I think I'm the first one in a long time.
I think they're an independent entity.
Regardless, I don't think they've chosen a side.
I'll write up what this note says. It's gonna be longer. I'm kind of improvising it. I had bullet points on what I wanted to drop, but Colleen is the dwarven entity you met in the library.
Yeah.
His name would be on a lot of these different documents.
Okay, so that's what I asked.
As a different character at the time. He's mentioned in the same breath as this Horen, who's like the king of the Horenheim. And basically 4 characters get mentioned of this Bast figure: Colleen, Horen, and Talon Stormborn.
Yeah.
They seem to be all important.
Is it Tauren Stormborn?
Teylan is what I have.
Talon. Yeah.
I'll write up a more detailed note and send it.
Big
For our documentation purposes.
Well, shit. Did you smarty guys find what you came for here at the library?
Some good information, but no.
Is the lantern lit in here?
Yep.
Yes.
It's green.
Yeah, it's gonna be green. I feel everywhere we go.
I didn't
It's
figure
been
it out.
a while ago to
about
consider
2.5
oil.
or 3 hours as well. The sun is setting.
When we open the secret door, people are gonna figure that out.
Maybe not. Maybe it just closed behind us.
I would like to pop one more time my
Detect magic.
Yeah, detect magic down here and see if there's anything else that
Smart.
pops
The,
out. Any
the
additional
wall with
secret
the-
doors.
The wall with the fancy library of Colleen stuff on it, similar to the one you found in the Path of Friendship. Smaller version.
Is there any way I can interact with that? Can I get I
You
get
can
the
palpate it,
type of
you can
magic
touch
right?
it.
I get the
Yeah,
class.
I don't know what school it would be.
Just make it.
It's a magic wall.
Enchantment or something.
Probably. Is that a school? It's enchantment. It's an enchanted magic wall of library-ness.
But nothing else. No
No,
books.
no other adjectives, no. I'm good on
Only
my
verbs.
adjectives.
No, I think it's just that. I don't think any
Okay,
books are
okay.
trying.
I built this and I think it's fucking broken. I think
It's
I need
already
to make
worked
a new one.
once.
You want me
Well-
to break fully?
Let's not, because I could use spare parts.
Okay.
You guys want to fight?
Yeah, kind of.
Fight who?
Just each other for fun.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
I fight.
Mm.
I don't want to kill any of you guys.
You just
right.
feel like you feel like boxed in.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish Robin were here right now.
It's odd that you mentioned fighting and your wife so close together.
Yeah. Almost
I mean,
with the same sentence.
it's
Sounds
You
like
miss-
unresolved trauma, but
You-
I'm not
you
here
miss-
to dig.
you miss what you know, right? You know something for a long time, it goes away, you miss it.
Where did she go?
I kind
she's-
of miss what I don't know,
She's
Well,
where I left her.
or what didn't know.
So first off, yeah, she is where I left her back home in Florentine, and also, how can you miss something you don't know about?
Think about a time where you didn't know something that you know now that has scarred or skewed your perspective. There are some
Knowledge
things
is,
I wish I could unlearn.
that doesn't exist for me. Knowledge is something that, if used correctly, can benefit you no matter what the knowledge is.
Man, I don't think I've ever even used it, so and I've done pretty good.
I've seen you cut some people. That's good knowledge.
He has a point.
Some very bad people and a couple of monkeys.
It's less knowledge, more like
Speaking of knowledgeable things, should we attempt to hunker down here for the night?
I
knowing
think
that
we
at least have
should.
a roof over our head, or should we head back to the
No,
warded
I think I
area?
can shut this door and then
let's definitely shut this door because I don't want anything to be cold.
crawl in it.
Probably
And
smart.
we open it back up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, on the inside there's a similar mark on the wall. If you present your mark to it, the door does shut.
Shut. Door shut.
And that's where we will end, is you guys in this old kind of planning room. Under the room of
arm.
Yeah, just like a paper
Just
shredder. Just
Yeah,
feeding them
literally.
in, dude. Page by page. I feel like we should have made our
Good stuff.
bastion here. We should have waited like a couple weeks and fucking.
Nobody would build it though. And there's obviously ghosts everywhere, so like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, you just answered your own question. We'd have the ghosts build it.
That'd
It's
be
got
pretty
the
sick,
Harry Potter,
actually.
like, partially headless guy as your
It's just-
NPC.
How Are we gonna
Ow.
recruit ghosts to like fight with
Ow.
them though?
Oh,
Partially headless Patrick.
Can you make me a helmet? Yes, but my head's over there. I don't fucking know.
That rugby. Arnold Schwarzenegger house, crazy Connor.
Music just kicked on.
Right.
What?
Bonus session combat. Fight the ghosts.
Yeah.
Well-
giant
Jeez.
fucking lore drop. That was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chunky.
That was
Lots of lore
meaty.
today.
I'm
Big old
definitely
world
gonna.
lore.
Well, the
episode.
sandbox
Actually
has
watch
got to
it.
have goals, you know. We got to sprinkle some shits along the litter box of lore, so that you guys can dig
Sprinkle
for it.
some shits along the
I
little.
love when we
box.
activate cutscenes.
Exactly, dude.
I might keep the cutscenes. I kind of dig them.
I
like
I
it.
liked mine. I'm glad that somebody else had one. So yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
cool.
that was awesome.
It's a more fun way to do backstory.
I
I
was
can't
so
wait for the
excited for
domestic
it. I
abuse
forgot to
one
take
with
notes.
Doc.
For real.
Not the Robin one.
I can't wait for the
Can't wait
cutscene
for
where
the
Robin
Elias
just
one.
beats. What? I'm not gonna have one.
I thought
That's
about
what you
doing one. I thought about doing one, but it was too early. It felt too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt too
That's-
fast in the session. I feel like we had to settle in.
Mm-hmm.
The Robin flashback is gonna be chef's kiss.
I really can't wait to see what direction that plays out. If she's the bitch or you're the bitch.
Me too. I have no idea. We'll explore the space when we get to the space.
Are we out?
Sick.
Did we?
We're about to
That's
be.
it.
If no other words, just
No other words.
bye.
Squad.
End our stream.
Bye,
No other words.
stream.